What's happening, people? Dan Lawless here, back with another Transfer Daily. We're going to be talking about the latest developments in the Sebastien Haller deal. We're going to be talking about Gonzalo Higuain on loan and the possibility of signing Diego Costa. Before we get into that, this video is sponsored by Unibet. They have some great writers on there writing blogs about all the latest transfer stories, the biggest transfer stories. So do check the link in the description down below. If you could just click the link and have a look, that would really help support this channel a lot. Really appreciate it, guys. Also appreciate if you go and check out, put the link below that to a video, latest video on my other channel, Dan Damo Jace, where Damo puts his massive beard on the line against Jason's hair for 6 months. He has to be bald for 6 months if he loses, and get a surprise tattoo of our choice. We'll blindfold him, get him tattooed, whatever we want. Let's get bang into the transfer stories, because some big news has come out today about Sebastien Haller and the latest developments with that. According to journalist Nico Shearer on Twitter, apparently West Ham have closed an agreement with Frankfurt to sign Sebastien Haller. Apparently will pay £36 million, which I think is 40 million euros. Tonight, Haller's agents will meet with West Ham and the Hammers in London to finalise a deal. Massive pinch of salt. Salt everywhere, just pinches of salt with this story. Apparently the guy, he's got some stuff right, he's got some stuff wrong. Apparently he was right on a few things like Perez, Anderson and flipping Nasri, apparently. But he's got some stuff wrong. So it's 50-50 on his reliability. That Sky Cave guy, the guy you said we'd signed, Gomez, said that the representatives were meeting in London. He's pretty much said the same thing. I don't know if he's just nicked this guy's information or he's heard it from somewhere. But ex-employee did say that Cave was right on this occasion. But if he had to bet, he bet it wouldn't happen, which is really confusing. It's mixed signals everywhere. This is why I hate this stuff. It's just mixed signals everywhere. Get the fans' hopes get built up, get dashed, built up again, dashed. It does my head in. It seems like this is going to be another Gomez part 2. I mean, if they're saying it's tonight, we will find out tomorrow, innit? If it's not done and dusted, we should know one way or the other if this is complete bollocks. I don't know what to say. I mean, it'd be an amazing signing if true. I think he's got 21 goals and 12 assists in 40 appearances in the Bundesliga. So, amazing stats. Very highly rated player. Could really turn out to be a cracking signing. Potentially even better than Gomez. If it happens. Fingers crossed we can get this one over the line. Then I'll feel a bit easy, because then we've got one of our top strikers signings over the line, and we've replaced Arnautovic. Then we can look at start going, and maybe, okay, we'll get a sort of another cheaper striker, a little backup, and then look at maybe a left back and maybe some other positions that we need to fill. But yeah, let's see what happens on this one. We'll keep you guys updated. Fingers crossed, but don't hold your breath on that. Next, talking about other strikers we're linked with, as I mentioned, Gonzalo Higuain to West Ham. Talking about a loan deal, right? We want him on loan, but apparently Juventus are only willing to entertain a loan with an obligation to buy. That means no matter how he performs for us during that season, we have to sign him. So he could like have a Zaza season and score no goals whatsoever, and we'd have to sign him. Which I think this is a deal to avoid like the plague. 5 goals in 18 appearances for Chelsea last season. Not great at all. And he's 31 years old. It just doesn't make sense. I mean, as well, they were looking for like 40 million euros for him as well. So just say he did really crap, we would have to sign him for 40 million euros at the end of the season. This is an absolute no-brainer to stay away. I wouldn't mind taking him on loan for the season, having him as a backup option to, if we say we sign Haller and then get Higuain on loan, and then you've got Hernandez, Haller and Higuain as like 3 strikers, and you've got some coverage there, and you know we can really attack the cups. But no, not for me. If it's an obligation, but maybe if we play hardball, they can't afford to really keep him on the books for the season. If they're not going to play him and no one's going to actually sign him and do that deal, then they might just have to loan him for the season. So let's see what happens on that. But my instincts say avoid. Next is a very interesting one. Diego Costa. Apparently he's wanted by West Ham, Everton and Wolves from Atletico Madrid. He's valued, I think, about £25 million. This is another one. If I could get him, we can get him on loan. It'd be amazing. But I mean, he hasn't done particularly well last season. He's 30 years old, 4 goals in 19 appearances, and then 7 goals in 23 before that. So he hasn't done particularly great since he returned to Atletico Madrid. Before that, though, he was banging goals for fun for Chelsea, like 22 and 42, 16 and 41, 21 and 37. So there's a great player there who knows the Premier League. He knows where the back of the net is. He's got that arrogance that we love, that attitude. I know a lot of fans would be worried that he would do in and out of it, but I think he's only got one last big move left in him anyway at 30 years old. He's just, so I can't see him sort of coming to West Ham for 2 seasons, then wanting to move to China or elsewhere or forcing a move. I think if we get 2 seasons out of him, that's great. If you can get 2 decent seasons out of him and then sell him on, that'd be great if he did go China. So, yeah, it's not quite the same as an Arnautovic. He's definitely someone I admired a lot when he was at Chelsea. So the temptation to see him in a West Ham shirt is quite high. However, the price has to be right. I don't know, £25 million for him. It's too much. If we can get that price down or get him on loan or loan with a view to buy, that is something I'd entertain. But yeah, it's not the sort of sign that we should be going for. We want younger, hungrier players. We've got Hernandez as our sort of older player with that experience. So as much as it's tempting, I guess I'd say avoid at this time. My mind flips back and forward just because it is Diego Costa. But yeah, I'd say avoid. Let's see if we can get Haller over the line, and if not, I know they've got quite a few other targets, so it's gonna drag on, guys. Let me know in the comments down below. Haller, is it gonna happen, or is it gonna be Gomez part 2? And do you even want him? Higuain, what do you guys think? Do you want to see Higuain at West Ham and Diego Costa? That's the interest. I really want to hear what you guys think about Diego Costa at West Ham. So leave your comments below. Do subscribe. Check out all the other stuff we do. We're banging out the live videos now. I think Nikki and Ryan done one the other night on Wednesday, so you can go and check that out if you missed it. And like I said, I'll put the little on-screen thingy there to the video I talked about with Damo and Jay, so they put it all on the line on my other channel. So if you guys support that, I would appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for watching, as always. And one thing left to say, come on you irons.